What if one of the oldest books ever written already hinted at discoveries we only confirmed thousands of years later? What if science and faith were never meant to be enemies? Today, we explore hidden treasures in the Book of Job by Hugh, a fascinating journey where ancient scripture meets modern science. The Book of Job is often known for one thing: suffering. A man who loses everything and questions God. But according to Hugh, there's much more hidden beneath the surface. He argues that Job may be the oldest book in the Bible, and yet it contains descriptions that align with modern scientific discoveries. Is it coincidence or something deeper? The central message of this book is both. The Bible and science are not in conflict. They actually support each other. Ross suggests that long before telescopes and laboratories existed, the Book of Job described truths about the universe, the earth, nature, even living creatures. Let's break it down. One of the most fascinating claims in the book comes from passages describing God stretching out the heavens. Modern science tells us that the universe is expanding, a discovery made only in the last century. Ross argues that this ancient phrase could reflect the same idea. Could an ancient writer really have known this? Or is it poetic language that just happens to align with science? The Book of Job also describes the earth in ways that suggest precision and balance. Ross connects this to what scientists call fine-tuning. The idea that the conditions for life are incredibly exact. The right distance from the sun, the right atmosphere, the right physical laws. Too much or too little of anything and life wouldn't exist. The question is, was this designed or accidental? Another powerful theme is the difference between humans and animals. The Book of Job highlights that humans possess something unique: the ability to reason, reflect, and seek meaning. Ross ties this to modern discussions about consciousness, morality, self-awareness. Science can explain biology, but can it fully explain the human mind? Yes. This book even touches on dinosaurs. In Job, creatures like Behemoth and Leviathan are described in vivid detail. Ross suggests that descriptions might correspond to real ancient animals, possibly even dinosaur-like creatures. While debated, it raises an interesting possibility. Could ancient texts preserve memories of creatures we now only know through fossils? The Book of Job also includes detailed observations about nature, rain cycles, weather patterns, the balance of ecosystems. Ross argues these reflect an understanding of environmental systems that feels surprisingly modern. It reminds us humans are not separate from nature, we are part of it. But beyond science, Job is still deeply about one thing: suffering. Why do bad things happen? Why does God allow pain? Ross emphasizes that while science explains how the world works, the Book of Job addresses why, and sometimes the answer is not explanation but trust. This book is powerful but also controversial. Strengths: bridges faith and science, encourages deeper thinking, makes ancient texts feel relevant. Criticism: not everyone agrees with the interpretation. Some see it as reading modern science into ancient poetry. So where do you stand? Hidden treasures in the Book of Job challenges us to rethink everything. What if faith is not blind but deeply rational? What if ancient wisdom still speaks to modern questions? Whether you believe or not, one thing is clear: the conversation between science and faith is far from over. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts. Science or faith? Subscribe for more deep dives into books that challenge your thinking. And remember, sometimes the oldest books hold the newest insights.